Hello everybody, good morning. It is me. I am here. I am at the Pancake Factory, and today is day one of Ian and Chris's excellent adventure. We're going to be heading to parts unknown to me. Apparently Ian knows where he's going, but I never know where I am or where I'm going, so I'm just following along, and hope you guys follow along too. Hoping to get some really great scenery. As you all know, Oregon is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. It has a little bit of everything, and I'm hoping to capture some of that. So stick around, and I'll roll the intro pretty quick, and we will catch you on the trails. Right, Ian?
Get out there and ride.
This trip, my ride to southeastern Oregon to attend Giant Loop 2024, was almost dubbed the trip that wasn't. What with an increasing workload, stresses at home, health, family, life in general, this trip almost didn't happen. In fact, it was right at the 11th hour that it was decided the trip was a go. Then, as we headed out on the road, our heads filled with wonder and excitement, all the joy and usual feels you get when you first embark on a journey. What we didn't realize was that this trip had other plans. This trip wouldn't go as planned. This trip had a mind of its own.
Aside from the American flags, you would think you were in Hope. Reminds me a lot of there. Holy smokers. Whoa. Wow.
For the first part of the adventure, the plan was to of the Oregon Trail, or at least as best as we could on the portions that we were allowed to be on. For any of the areas we couldn't get onto, we would simply follow the road that went alongside the route and stop at the mile markers.
Okay, we've been cruising a better part of the morning. I think we're about 3 or 4 hours in, but we're taking a little bit of a water break here. And right now we're at the 4 Mile Canyon Historic Site, part of the Oregon Trail. And what we've been doing actually for the last little bit is we've been sort of riding right along it. It's a pretty cool little ride to, follow in the steps of history, if you will. The Oregon Trail has always been an interest of mine, being into cowboys and whatnot, and we got a crop duster. So that's pretty cool. Right on. Great day, great weather. Yeah, you really couldn't ask for much more. No wind, so I'm not fighting headwind on the little CRF, but she's been doing great. 65, 70 miles an hour, no problem. We had a great day. I just love this. I think I was a farmer in my previous life.
There's many things to love about Oregon, and one of those things that I love most is just the scenery, the topography, the geography. You can be riding in a desert one moment, turn a corner, and you're amongst the trees. It's just simply beautiful. We pressed on and came upon a town called Sumter, a mining boomtown in the late 1890s, and now home to only 200 or so residents. Here we toured one of the famous dredges.
Okay, here we are. Okay, here we are. We're just outside of Sumner. There, we'll go there. Just outside Sumner, we found a camp spot. We're getting unpacked. We rode all day today. Time check.
Right now.
6 o'clock.
And we did.
That's 10 hours.
346 miles today.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we found this campground. We've been riding all day, 346 miles or so today. And we're just down here getting things all set up. Met the camp hosts. They're super awesome, super sweet, super nice. We got a lake over there. That's pretty cool. And we got a pancakes right here. That's pretty cool. And we got a Poppa Cakes down there. That's pretty cool. And yeah, now it's time to think about cooking up some food. Nothing fancy tonight, just boil in the bag stuff, but I got fancy boil in the bag stuff. I'll show you that in a bit. And in the infamous words of Steve, it's now time for step 2. All right, check in a bit. Okay, well, here we are, boys and girls. This is what we have for dinner. As you saw, one of those, step 2. Then for the appetizer, little maple barbecue beef jerky from Jerky in the Box. And the main course will be Happy Yak Express Mandarin beef and rice. I hope it tastes as good as it looks on the picture. I'll let you know. Nice little spot. It's really quiet. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Okay, good morning. Here we are, the morning of day 3 for me, day 2 for them, and it's time to roll off to parts unknown to me. These guys know where they're going. I don't. The skeeters here are ferocious. They're just after me like crazy, but yeah, time to hit the trails and see what kind of stuff we can get into. Right, Pancakes?
Right.
The first stop of the day was Oregon's own Little Tail of the Dragon, a remote section of road that features 188 turns, lefts and rights, banking, sweeping corners. It was pretty freaking epic.
Oh, yep. Hi.
three of us would then spend the next 2 to 2.5 hours riding this section of road back to forth, front to back, all in an effort to capture as many different camera angles for Ian's new series, This Is My Oregon. It was a great way to spend the afternoon. A lot of fun. And then, after all that time playing on the tarmac, it was time to get back to the dirt.
Me likey. Geez, BDR film worthy. They're real pretty in here. Holy smokes, eh? It's gorgeous. That's for you, Summer. Yeah, baby. Hey, cows. This is awesome. Look at the thing over there. What do you call that? A canyon ravine thing. Whoa. Whoa. No front brake. Look at that. Whoa. Wow. Gorgeous. Yeah, right in front of you. That was awesome. All right, I'm gonna vlog for a minute.
So here's the thing I really like about motorcycle travel. You roll into a town you've never been before in your life. We happen to ask this guy in the white truck here, where's a good place to eat? And he says, well, you guys are just about done fueling up. Why don't you just follow me? I'll take you there. So it just shows to go you that there's nice people all over the place. The world ain't full of creeps. Pretty awesome.
And then, with a full day's riding under our tires, it was decided to find a place to camp for the night. We weren't too far from Giant Loop, and we could have pressed on and checked in a day early, but the decision was made to wild camp for the night. A decision I wouldn't regret.
Looks like we're riding in towards the clouds. Oh, right there. Nice. Right. I got caught in it. Ah. Okay, we did a ton of riding today. Deviated from the plan a little bit, but that's okay. You always go with the flow on these kind of adventures. And rode through a little bit of rain, stopped in a little town, had some breakfast, or a lunch, late lunch. That was pretty yummy. And now we find ourselves, unfortunately, camping here for the night. We're not too far away from Giant Loop, but I don't know. It's a little bit tough, but I think we'll make do of it. I think we'll make it do. Make do. It'll make do. What am I trying to say? I haven't got a clue. But look at that. I mean, what? This is awesome. I think I just might stay here for all Giant Loop weekend. Yeah, I think I just might.
right, here we are, morning of day 3. Packing out, leaving this beautiful space. Sun's just coming up over there. Practicing leave no trace. As a matter of fact, we're even hauling out some garbage left behind by some previous inconsiderate humans. So yeah, when you're camping in the backcountry, folks, pick up your stuff. If you see other stuff, bring it with you. And people, stop leaving stuff out here. All right, day 3, giant loop day. Get to giant loop early. Let's see what happens. Out into the sunshine. Oh, last night was a beautiful night's sleep. I slept so long. I slept in, actually. I think the other guys were up for hours before I got up. But just the sound of the river, a bit of a breeze coming through the canyon. Oh, total relaxation mode. I don't even know what time it is right now. I think it's probably close to 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure those guys were up at 5. Little prairie dog. What a great spot to camp though, holy smokes. No kidding. Absolutely gorgeous out.